Right.
Okay, good morning, everyone. This is Michael Venezia, head trader at TradeView Markets, one of the coaches at TradeView at TradeGATEHub. Okay, I apologize, I'm a little late. I didn't post this morning. I was on a delayed flight. Lewis took over for me. Thank you, Lewis. I think that's one of the ultimate compliments when somebody asks them to help. So Lewis, bravo, and thank you, Coach. Also, great video. Okay, it's August 8th. The end of the month is kind of abating, and just let's get to it. Let's sign into TradeGATEHub and get down to where we stand. Basically, everybody should review what they of last week. And by the way, I sign in just like everybody else. Also, everybody should have gotten that Jesus letter, the free Jesus feed letter that they sent out. So, a part of me. Let's go. You know what? Suppose I just got so I just got off the plane. Let me do my I'll show you the routine that I use in order to post. Okay. First of all, I go to I'll go to the steam room, I'll go to the Jesus feed. And this was Chewy. And this was what was posted over the weekend with Chewy making a run. Okay, let's go to media. So let's go where we came into and where we are now. This was when 3 hours. Okay. So the short-term sentiment is what I look at. I also look at the credit default swaps that everybody's on. All right. So short-term sentiment, it's no surprise, even though we're overbought in some sectors, and that's evidence that there's still juice in the punch bowl by the moves of AMC and GME. So the NASDAQ sentiment, you know, it's overbought, but things in this type of market, you could see the moves in Bed Bath and Beyond, and stocks like Team are still going, Carvana is still going. I mean, Lyft, even DraftKings still going, Chewy's still going, the XBI is still going. But as we sit on the NASDAQ, pardon. So as we approach like 11:05, I did sleep on the plane Monday morning. I think the chasing is abated, and people are going to start to take some profits on the short squeeze. Short-term sentiment, we're up here. That's overbought. And by the way, I'll show you a part of my screen now if I can. This is my screen now. No, where's my screen? Right here. Okay, this is my main screen, my universe. All right, and this is my universe route. Run, still going. These are my solars. These are the payment providers, if you will, media companies or social media companies. The stocks have been moving bottom right. Tesla, the Chinese stocks, XPU, Label, CRISPR, doing well. Pardon, MP, LNTH, Newmont, nice scoop, Lewis, hold it. Oxy oils aren't doing it. They're rotating properly, if you will. So what are the hot sectors in the market today? This is what I'll do again. New share. I'll go here. I'll go to barchart.com. I'll take out my pad and I'll go to stocks, percent change. By the way, I have my own filters. I'm just not going to, I don't want to give you all the info. You actually have to create your own filter predicated upon your style. But this going into these, what has good volume today and range and good price action. So Bed Bath and Beyond, I mentioned it before. AMC also told you. So at least I did a little bit of homework on the plane. So they're taking up Bed Bath and Beyond, and why? It really doesn't matter. It's more of a microcosm of what's going on at the market part. So, Bed Bath and Beyond, they took up to the 200-day, to no surprise. The 200-day right here in green was the 1342. You got to give or take a little bit. So the high on BBBY, 1333. You're going to be wrong, but that happened to be on the penny of where it pulled back. So 1332 right off the 200-day. So I'm not saying you got the top or you picked the bottom, but there was a $200, a $2 range if you were smart. AMC, now AMC is in bullish territory in the pullback from a move from 17 to 27. Job, a nice call. He had it. He did have it too. He was also on what was the other one? He was on Revlon. So when Job is on, by the way, Revlon poised to look at another run if we can go to the chart. I'm showing it properly. So if something like Revlon percolates, and by the way, there was no surprise. It wasn't BBBY, Bed Bath and Beyond, had some range and movement on Friday, if I believe. It was kind of, it was percolating a little bit. So naturally, everybody goes to GME. And stocks like cost, did the other ones go cost? Oh, pardon me, did. Oh, all right. So let's look at what's moving. Upstart. Joba brought it up. Actually, it was Gerard. What a move in Upstart, up $5 on the day. I'll go back to my screen again. Label, XBI, Fizzler, keep going. Now SPWR and EMPH are positive, negative. but plug and run was a good, look at the run chart. I like it. So the run is, so they're mixed there. So which tells me there's a run chart, which tells me that, what happens, that the best of breeds are actually taking profit taking. EMPH, Fizzler, still a lot of shorts, XBI, Zillow, RKT had a good range on Friday. RKT, even if it's a small trader, if you're just getting into trading, this stock had a range from $8.88 to 10. I had a good range on volume. This is my volume thing. It looks better than it is. All right, so questions. Coach, Taiwan, the Minister of Chinese. You know what though, guys? That Chinese news was out on Friday. It doesn't do anything. Disease doesn't bring down the market. It's just amazing. Good scale PCO developing. Coach, what do you think of this man candle? Let me look at what's going on in my calendar. My card, I'm not gonna lie to you. Positive. All right, Chewy, docs. I'm gonna short a little docs just because I want to. Doesn't mean I can. Boom, we're in. All right. So listen, what am I doing now? We'll go back to TradeGATEHub. Also on TradeGATEHub. Hold on, TradeGATEHub. What I'm going to do is I go to my movers and winners and losers for today. So I go to the stock page. I go to, top US losers. I got an interest when the market's going higher and up like this. What's going down the other way? Retta. That's a stock with good range. HKD. They tried to shake everybody out short at 2,000. Good hold. AMTD. You should know that owns, but it's not Ameritrade. Owns part of HKDs. No problems. PGY was going up a day. Planeteer had earnings. Let's see how that acts. It's heavily shorted, but yet people take advantage of the short squeezes today. So let's see what's going on there. Let's go to top US winners. Okay. What's up? Boom. Then I go press change. BCAC. I have an interest up 120%. I believe that's a SPAC. Not interested. Oh, hold on a second. Maybe I am interested. This is the daily. 4 minutes. No, not interested. Next. MGL, top. Yeah, I got you, buddy. Don't worry about it. We're good. Thank you. BBBY was on there naturally. So like I said, we programmed this just off the basic queries for you to get and understand. So it's a one-stop shop. Reels 354. I had a ton of this reel, 80,000 at 280. CGC, Canopy Growth. Another one, AMC. So they're taking up a couple of these Wall Street upstarts. So you know what? I looked, the first couple of stocks, or 5-6 stocks I mentioned, also happen to be in this watch list. So it doesn't mean you have to trade it, but all these stocks, it might have positive pin action predicated upon how they move. TTD, I'm short a little this. I don't know why, but I am. Any questions, guys? Because I'm going to readjust or collect myself, if you will. I came in from Kentucky. Any questions? I'll be on all afternoon to make it up to you. So here we sit on the SPYs. Long-term chart. You know what? A lot of these indices, a lot of these stocks went through resistance and caught people off guard. But for example, the XBI, I believe, went above the 200-day. The SPYs are right there. XPI above it needs rest. If it does the reverse, you want this, listen, you want this to pull back in base. You don't want it to really get weaker. CGC. And you know what? Look at CGC. What a move. So let's look at the right, coach. So let's look at the other one. So when I look at CGC, the first one I look at is Telray, because that's a huge short squeeze. Now Telray have an interest. It's a huge volume. It's above the 50-day moving average. All moving average is curling up. I'll look at the news afterwards. Now that I look at that, I look at also GRWG, owned by a lot of funds, making the same type of move. VFF, 330. All right, VFF. So just look at that. If you missed them, all you have to do is track MJ, not Michael Jackson. But MJ, I'd like it to go because that is the one that drives the most. Short squeezes are bringing the other ancillary ones up. But MJ right here, you want it over the 50 days. A lot of stocks that are going above the 50-day are resting and consolidate. That to me would be a positive sign. Some people would beg to differ if they're right. If they think coin coming in now, look at coin, the short squeeze. They got everybody in the pool. 105, 998. Now coin, let's look at the 15-minute chart. Coin's got a hold. There's a gap, 93, other one at 88. So you got to be aware of these numbers. So I'm seeing the market pull back slightly, and I would call it profit taking. But let's go to TradeGATEHub and let's see right here. Boom, boom. TV markets. Let's go here to the Twitter feed. Let's see what's moving. Oh, you know what? Let's look. The market's pulling back. SPY. SE bullish. SE's unchanged. Stocks breaking out in the morning. Bed Bath and Beyond. Fubo worked. Riven could have been a contender at 35. Now it's 39.5. Look at Riven. There's Riven. Sometimes if you want the positions to work and you're buying stocks in good trends, you don't watch them. This was, ping-ponging back between 30 and 35, questioning it not, but there it is. Fubo, that goes up. Oh my Lord. Fubo, 43 cents. All right. They're taking up the shorts. Fubo, you know what I mean? It's the dog. It's yet to see, it's yet to be determined on stocks like Fubo making these moves, or even BBBY. If they're going to be dogs, whether they can consolidate and be something going forward. But right now, it's yet to be determined. GDXJ has been going up every day. GDXJ look good. We're not in it. Coach liked it. General Motors, United Airlines, Oxy, Goldman Sachs, DAS. All right, so the market's pulling back a little bit now, and it actually is. So what do? I go to my screen here. I go to stockscanner.com. Very simple, public. It's only in a 5-second delay. So moving down now. What's moving down? Then they go to time. It's 11:14 Eastern. SFIX is going ahead. Redfin. Oxy's moving down. Revin. Wasn't Revin I just see? Upstart pulling back a little bit. So Upstart and apps are pulling back. So let's look at the chart. So now I see that. I go, is this going to be profit taking or it's really coming in a lot? So Upstart. All right, that to me, Upstart, the high of the day is 34. It's 34.40. It's up $4.80. I think that's a little profit taking. It's yet to be determined if the dog is going to keep barking. So what else did I see? COP went. ConocoPhillips I saw come down. ConocoPhillips. I don't know why that's on. Let me look at that. Moving down now. Oh, it does have a 5-second delay. Moving down now. LNG. How is that? Oh, that's moving up now? Moving down now. Oh, here it is. Sava. Sorry about that. Wayfair going down now. The Valero. I don't know how that's left, but it is. All right. Do I have any questions for today? CGC. Keep an eye on CGC. Coach is more happy than anybody on the board here as coaches. CGC is coming down. Here's SPYs. Okay. So SPYs going around the top of 417 to now 450. Long-term on the SPYs. They kissed the 200-day. There's a lot of gaps here. There's the 8-day. There's this gap. There's this spot. So you know what? The moves have been made so far on a Monday morning. They got a lot of the shorts out. So let's see what hangs in there, what has credence. You know what I mean? Anything now should be best of breeds on volume, price action, and decent range. All right. So 11:15. Let me reacclimate and collect myself. And that's only not for me. It's to bring you better data going forward in the afternoon. So thank you for everybody tuning in. It's going to be a long week. Go back to the red YouTube button to go back to last week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. It's going to be no different this week. Once again, Gerard, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for your patience, guys. Louis, bravo, well done. I'm glad I can go to you for help. Have a good day, guys. I'll be back after lunch.